We are privileged to have with us today Christina Daly, who is with Sparrow Dance Productions, and this is based out of the Rio Rancho area. It has been a while, Christina, but welcome back to Spectrum.
Thank you so much for having me back.
We're looking forward to just hearing about some of the wonderful things that you are involved with. Of course, your location and your dance studio is based in Rio Rancho.
Yes.
And we sometimes get to share with friends from the Rio Rancho area in addition to Albuquerque and other places. So this will be kind of fun for us. But tell us a little bit. It's probably been a year or more since you've been here. What is new at Sparrow Dance Productions since we saw you last?
Well, since we saw you last, I have produced 4 ballets in the last couple of years. And the next upcoming one is actually next weekend. We're doing the Nutcracker and the Land of the Sweets Trading Company at Rio Rancho High School Performing Arts Center. And we are an all-inclusive company and pre-professional conservatory of dance. So we have dancers from all over the city, all over the town, and all different abilities and
different ages? Are
they
all middle school, high school, elementary?
We have our youngest dancer is 7, and our oldest dancer, I will protect their integrity.
Okay, they're older than 7. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so as you get ready for the Nutcracker and the other portions of that presentation, is it something that, how many people are in something like that? Is that a big deal?
This year our cast is 59 dancers altogether. And that includes our paid professional company, our pre-professional adult company, and our pre-professional company of the kids, and that's what we call our conservatory cadets, because they're pretty hardcore. They're really committed to their ballet education.
Okay. And as they move through this presentation, how long is the presentation that they do for Christmas?
So this will be a 2-act, 2-hour ballet with an intermission.
Wow.
It's the full production of the Nutcracker, and it's a holiday favorite. We are really honored to be able to produce a Nutcracker for the community of Rio Rancho because it helps us to invest into our schools, and it helps to keep our tax dollars in our city, and it exposes our community to a fine art. And our Rio Rancho neighbors don't have to leave Rio Rancho to go to Albuquerque or Santa Fe. They can, of course.
Sure.
There's no competition, but it might be nice for families to have something in their own backyard.
Well, absolutely. And I think that is an interesting thing because we do interview people from all over, but one of the special things about realizing that we have some wonderful communities all around Albuquerque, and they're doing some special things too, whether it's Rio Rancho or maybe it's a little further to the south like Las Lunas or Belen. So there's all sorts of great communities involved in different sections. Now, I know that COVID was pretty taxing on a lot of folks, and over the last couple of years, how has that played out for you? Emotionally, physically? What kind of things have you personally encountered during that season?
Well, I think we encountered some pretty large obstacles.
A lot of people did.
Yes, I think though the focus for us really was relying on the Lord and His faithfulness, and it was a faith-growing opportunity. And when the world stopped, including our businesses shutting down, it was like, all right, Lord, where's the lesson here? And it was a huge lesson for us in faith and in tithing and staying in obedience and really, really committing to what we felt God was leading us in our prayer life and everything, and not getting swept up in the chaos of it all.
Did you feel like, Christina, that there were some, as a business owner and operator, that it was, mentally exhausting going through COVID? I was talking to someone, in fact, my wife earlier, and we were just talking about how much the world was impacted by COVID. To this day, that has been a shaping event. How did you feel that impacted you? Did you experience that same kind of stress? Owning and running a business, a small business, isn't an easy thing.
Right, it's not easy anyway. I think there have been different moments in the last couple of years and in COVID, and it was like, running a business is hard.
Sure.
Running a business with a pandemic is hard. And at some point it's kind of like, okay, this is hard, but what other options are we going to have? And really, if you're going to talk the talk, we needed to walk the walk in faith, and it paid off. I mean, God showed up every time. And as soon as, shortly after that, we have faced some other challenges in our personal life, but we still just keep showing up. I think the biggest act of faith sometimes is getting out of bed and just showing up.
It's not, I think you've hit on a real key. It's not easy to walk it out every day. And it's a choice. There is a choice if I'm going to get up. There is a choice if I'm going to make it happen today. If you're working with, like in your case, 59 dancers and their parents and extended family, hey, that's a choice to get out there and to make it happen. But the only way that anything good happens is by being committed and staying after it. So I really commend you for that. Well, tell us a little bit about, what's the next big thing for Sparrow Dance Productions. We're talking about Christmas, but Christmas is going to be here and be gone before we know
right.
it. What's next? What happens after that?
So we have our Nutcracker production next weekend, or this coming weekend on December 9th and 10th, and we have 2 shows each day, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then after that, we are gearing up to get ready for our spring production, and we'll hold auditions for that one. And we have not announced that yet. Okay. We are going to announce that after our Nutcracker production.
All right, so it's still a secret.
Yeah, it's still a secret.
But it's something coming in the spring.
It is something coming in the spring, yes.
Okay. Well, that kind of gives you just a tease that this isn't, it's not just a Christmas thing once a year. You have other projects that are going to continue.
Oh, yes, we have several productions throughout the year.
Okay, and that's wonderful. As people are thinking a little bit about that, tell us a little bit about the dance community in Rio Rancho.
Sure.
Because that's a unique group of folks. What is that all about? What does it feel like to be a part of a dance community in your city?
Yeah, so I'd love to talk about that. So Sparrow Dance Productions is the only dance business that has classical classes. That's a conservatory, a company that's doing productions in Rio Rancho.
Okay.
We are the largest arts organization in Rio Rancho.
Wow.
And it's been really awesome to become that staple, to really grow into that, and to be able to have the opportunity to be a business owner. So we are not a 501c3. We are an LLC for charity organization.
Okay.
And so the way that our pricing is and the way that we can do work study or scholarship our dancers really matches the economical situations and dynamics in our city. And when I was growing up, I did not always have the chance to afford dance. And I just don't believe in my heart that, ballet is for the elite. Dance really is for everyone.
Okay.
And everybody.
So you have mechanisms to help people in cases like that?
Yes, we do. And so we really love, more than Sparrow being in the community, yes, the community is also in Sparrow, because we have a culture that's built off of family dynamics and support, understanding. We really don't have tolerance for the gossip that's often found in show business and just other qualities that can be perceived in show business.
So let's, as we end today, sure. I sense that you are a person of faith, and
oh yes,
as you think about your business and being a person who's a Christian and living out your faith every day, how have you dealt with the trials? Because
right.
life is not always smooth and easy.
Not at all.
How have you tried to integrate faith inside of your business as a business owner?
Sure. So I make a choice to heal out loud. And I think that not everybody feels brave enough, and I don't feel brave enough, but I go for it anyway, to let your vulnerable side show. Be open about some of the stuff that you're going through, and not in a way where you're crossing boundaries. But for example, my clients know that I have a brain injury now that happened a couple of years ago. I have some PTSD, some anxiety, and that's actually made me more human, and I can connect better, and God has really used that. And when I list off things that I've been through, it's really not about all of these hardships. It's really about standing up and saying, as a Christian, I get to live the story of the resurrection every day. It's not just a one-time event that happened thousands of years ago. Jesus really does show up, and he really
on an ongoing basis.
On an ongoing basis, and he's resurrected every circumstance for me.
I don't want to miss out on promoting one more time when you're going to be getting together for your Nutcracker presentation. So tell us one more time.
Well, sure. So one more time, this weekend, Saturday, December 9th and Sunday, December 10th, there is a 2 p.m. and a 7 p.m. show on both days.
All right.
And you can give us a call at our studio, and we will be there to answer your call and get you some tickets.
Thank you. Christina Daly sharing with us from Sparrow Dance Productions in Rio Rancho. Appreciate the update.
Thank you.